Okay, I think I've got it. I've never made one of these like this, quite like this before, but I think I've got it. The pattern for this. Let me show you. If this looks a little bit complicated, it probably is, but if you're a crafter that all you need is a few measurements, then this will be perfect. But for those of us who need a little more direction, a little more instruction and explanation, this is it. So let's get started with it. Now what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a tape measure, and you're also going to need a plain piece of paper and either a pencil, a pen, or a marker. Okay, here we go. The best way to start is to measure. When you measure this distance right through here, if you put every inch or so a dot, a big dot, till you get to about here, and then you can connect these dots. On this part, I bent the tape measure so that it would equal 3 inches, but you're going to have to freehand part of this part. Then the whole thing becomes a connect the dots design. The same with between this top measurement and the top corner. Bend it this way. So these measurements are to give you the width so that you know where to put your dots, and then you can connect the dots. The red numbers right here are from the left side to the right side. This entire width of it is 3 7/8, and it's 1 inch high about this at this measurement. And then it's a 2 3/8 wide right here. And I give you those only because if you're measuring it, then you're gonna want to measure at least this part or somewhere close to this part. This design looks on paper like it's bigger than the actual pattern, but it really isn't. It's just the same thing. It just looks bigger on a piece of paper. These scallop pieces are also the same way. If you measure the top to the bottom, for the inner, the smallest scallop, it's this 4 1/4 inches. The black part is the larger scallop lace, and that one is 4 1/2 inches. The same issue, same thing, same idea, where if you put a dot here and then you put a dot at the bottom, this should be relatively straight. It may be a little curved because of the curve of the boot, but these measurements right here are at the widest part. That's what you're going to want to know when you make your pattern. So overall, this is the pattern itself, and if you are one that only needs just the basic measurements, and then you can design it and come up with your own, that's perfect. If you need a lot more detail about it, this is the detail. And that's it for the pattern. If you have any questions, let me know. But hopefully it wasn't too complicated, and hopefully it works for you. Thanks for watching.